since COVID-19 pandemic first identified, from an outbreak in the Chinese city of Wuhan in December 2019. Unfortunately, it's still ongoing, and spreading through the globe, causing till the time of this video, more than 279 million cases and 5.4 million deaths. Vaccines have been approved and widely distributed in various countries since December 2020. Governmental interventions include travel restrictions, lockdowns, business restrictions and closures, workplace hazard controls, quarantines, testing systems, and tracing contacts of the infected. To reduce the spread of coronavirus, a number of lockdowns have been implemented in numerous countries. In April 2020, half of the world's population were under stay-at-home restrictions. As of now, some countries reached to the 8th lockdown. Despite the short bad history of corona, many people were able to invest the time of the closure in acquiring lots of skills that changed the lives of many of them. In this video we will find out what are the skills and activities most acquired or practiced during the staying at home period, and I'm pretty sure that you did at least one of them. Believe that many didn't learn how to cook or fully engaged in work or study, where most of their meals are frozen, canned, or used some kind of shortcuts. Where others consider preparing an entire meal from scratch like too much work. Few weeks into the first lockdown, all of us had to contribute to daily meal preparations, and tried to fill the pandemic time in the kitchen making meals the old-fashioned way, the way our great-grandmothers used to cook back. Learning new food and bakery recipes from YouTube food channels is most common during lockdown days. While some started to sell their homemade food to earn a living after losing their jobs. As schools across the globe closed during the lockdown to stop the spread of COVID-19, millions of children are obliged to remain at home. This is a stressful, unpredictable time for everyone. During this time, parents had to consider their children's needs for structure, education, exercise, social contact, appropriate leisure time, and calm, rational explanations about the situation. Therefore, there is a need for structure and setting regular bedtimes and wake-ups. Most important skills that needed by parents is to act like teachers to establish a school day educational schedule. To keep children engaged and active and ready for any school virtual instructions. Also, keeping children active each day, they will be calmer and will sleep better. Here's patient is an additional important skill. With so much free time during lockdown days, knitting is a great hobby to have or to take up during these long days. Not only does it provide hours of entertainment, it also is a challenge that keeps your brain sharp. Interested people should have mastered some knitting skills by the time the world returns to normal. Learning knitting is not hard as you think. If you followed some YouTube videos, you will be guided to start your first knitting project. For example, get winter ready by knitting some scarves for you, your kids and your friends. If you are wanting to attempt something a little bigger than a scarf, but still fairly simple, try your hand at knitting a poncho. For quick projects, try different types of hats or cozy winter blankets. One of the beautiful things is, at the beginning of lockdown, many people were sewing their own masks with an array of printed fabrics. Many used this nifty skill for good, offering to give away masks for free on Facebook groups to those in need of masks and hospital workers when there was a shortage of PPE. Being in lockdown and spending so much time confined to barracks has sent many of us in search of things to do to relieve the boredom. Many people across the globe are getting tick off the dye to-do list. Learning dye skills is a great way to get the house in a good shape and also save some money. A lot of dye ideas you might try or already learned, like rack out the shed, give an old piece of furniture a colorful makeover, paint the ceiling, upcycle a chest of drawers into a planter, create a garden path or edge a border with old bricks, sorting out a leaky tap or fixing a fire alarm. One important caution is to do it safely or not at all. Physical activity is recognized as one of the leading and effective ways to prevent non-communicable diseases that boosts the immune system to fight against diseases. Closures of schools, Sport clubs and facilities because of COVID-19 reduced the opportunities to participate in PA. So it's more important than ever to stay healthy, physically and mentally. Follow an online exercise class. Take advantage of the wealth of online exercise classes. Many of these are free and can be found on YouTube. Walk. Even in small spaces, walking around or walking on the spot can help you remain active. If you have a call, stand or walk around your home while you speak, instead of sitting down. Relax. Meditation and deep breaths can help you remain calm. For optimal health, it is also important to remember to eat healthily and stay hydrated. Ensure plenty of fruits and vegetables, and limit the intake of salt, sugar and fat. During the first lockdown, a new era of work was defined. Spare rooms became offices and dining tables turned into desks as a huge proportion of the workforce went remote. Despite calls for people to return to offices, across countries reports suggest remote working is here to stay, with high percentage of employees wanting to adopt a hybrid of home and office work. One major way remote working has impacted the workforce is by changing the way we communicate with one another. The use of collaborative working tools such as Slack and Microsoft Teams jumped, with instant messaging becoming the main mode of workplace communication for many. Some forms of online communication do not allow immediate feedback, so it's essential to present compelling messages in a one-way setting in order to be successful. And to improve the first impression. Useful skills for online communication will help you avoid unnecessary complications and improve the profitability of your business. Like netiquette, the framework of accepted behaviors when communicating online. Use clear and concise language when writing content. Convey the right tone through online communications. Provide thorough responses when writing responses to your customers. Searching for new sources of income become the obsession of the majority. As several waves of coronavirus variants hit us from time to time, causing many lockdowns and causes many people to lose their jobs. This turned the business world upside down, and personal income badly impacted. So some people have used their talents and started their blogs on social media and creating channels on YouTube where they are presenting many amazing topics.